folks. Today's Thursday. I haven't made a video in over a year. I thought I need to start making some. It's just a pain editing all these and putting them together on YouTube when I can make a TikTok and have it posted within 30, 45 seconds. So it's one of the reasons why I haven't been making YouTubes is because it's the complications of editing and just getting the video posted. We are on our way up to Route 2. Roll this window up so if you do fall off the dash, you won't go out the window. We're on our way up Route 2 right now. Just pulled out of the shop. I think since I haven't made any videos in such a long time, there's a lot of you that don't follow me on Facebook or don't follow us on TikTok don't know, but we've actually got a new detach. We don't have the old highboy anymore like we used to drag. We've got a new detach. It's a 35-ton Pitts. It's a short spec. It's not a real long detach. It's only got an 18.5-foot well compared to most of them got 22, 25-foot wells. Well, we live in West Virginia, and in West Virginia, there's not a whole lot of room in most of the places that I go. The detach has actually proven to be quite useful. It's proven to be quite versatile. I can get out, flip a couple switches. I'll do a video here in a little bit, maybe of me working the necks and stuff on it. But this thing is all right when it comes to that. I can go across railroad tracks quite easily due to the fact that I can get out, raise my neck up, which you can do that to all detaches. But I can actually go back to the bolster between the wheels and flip a switch, pull a valve, and it'll actually overinflate my bags and it'll raise my trailer up significantly, which allows me to cross railroad tracks and other things that wouldn't be possible if I was running a typical detach. Somebody's told me, oh yeah, I can do that. I just got to go back to the pin and raise my leveling valve up. I mean, it's all fine and dandy, but mine's all preset. I pull out on it. I think I pull out on it, and it'll inflate to the regulated pressure or deflate if I want to lower it. Push in on it. I think that's how it is, and it goes to normal. But anyway, this Pitts detach, we're big time Pitts people. I really like a Pitts wagon. I never pulled a Pitts detach until I bought one. I've seen them, but I never did pull one. I've always pulled Talberts. Every company I've ever worked for prior to opening up my business, the company that we sub from a lot, Mid-Link Drilling, Deere Construction, they all run Pitts, all Pitts trailers. The trailer came from Leslie's. Leslie's, they order these trailers. There's not very many of them in the area. I'm going to guess probably a half a dozen, maybe more, to be known of anywhere. Leslie's kind of spec these trailers out, design these trailers in the mindset of pipeliners. We had a big, huge pipeline boom here in the area a few years back. The pipelining companies was coming to Leslie's, to one of these dealers, asking, hey, listen, we got to do this, we need that, how can you help us out? So they developed these trailers and they started making them, and man, they're great. The pipeliners use the side load. They put sheets of steel. They steel plate the whole tops of them. Mine's got wood, but they'll steel plate the tops and they'll side load booms and stuff on them and move them around. But as far as getting around the area, you can't hardly beat this little Pitts detach. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of Pitts trailers. They actually came out magazine. I think it's called Southern Logging Times, I think is what it's actually called. I think the magazine's out of Alabama somewhere. We're on the back cover, I think, or something to that extent. Just a little, nothing major, nothing to write home to mama about or anything. We're in a magazine talking to the pits rep. Great group of people, great group of guys. We've owned, like I said, we've owned probably half a dozen pits wagons and everything from a 10-ton to a 35-ton. And we're really happy with really good wagons. You just can't hardly beat a pits wagon. I mean, they're just standard quality. I love the way these necks hook up. The necks hook up similar to a Talbert. If anybody knows what I'm talking about as far as the hookup routings and stuff, they hook up very similar to a Talbert. The way the two rings are on the back, you put them over top of the horns, and then the drop pin in. It's air activated drop pin. It's a very nice wagon. The way they center, it kind of self-centers. If you can get it close, it'll drop in, and then whenever you pick up the neck, it'll readjust itself, and sometimes it makes a popping sound, but it's not of anything to be concerned about. It's just it's centering itself. But anyway, we're going to go up here. Some other new things that's happened since we've been in or been offline here. I've actually I bought a 10-ton. I got a 10-ton pits, which replaced that quality trailer, which some of you all have remembered me or watched some of the quality trailer. I hated it. I had to put a lot of steel in it to reinforce it, beef it up. There's another guy in the area that's got one. He said he loves his. He's never had any problems out of his, but I don't think he uses his like we use ours. So the quality trailer is a lighter trailer. Not a big fan of it. But our friend Chumpy Brumfield with Appalachian Mobile Home Movers, closer to a brother than he is a friend, but he actually acquired that one off of me, and he runs it. He uses it to haul the little 450 with the mobile home moving hitch on the back. He uses it for that purpose, and he gets good use out of it. But you know, he might use it every day for a week or two, and then it might set for a month. So he gets good use out of it. We replaced it with another 10-ton pits, and we were really happy. Another thing that we've acquired here not very long ago was a Morooka track truck. We ended up buying a Morooka. It's a pretty decent truck. It does the job. It's not real pretty, but it does the job. As most of you all know, you know that I don't like ugly, and I am not afraid to paint stuff. So this winter time, I'm sure we'll be doing a revamp on our track truck, doing some bed work on it, doing some paint work on it. The track adjusters are froze up on it. I think it's got a bunch of dirt and gummy stuff jammed up inside the tracks. But we're going to get that cleaned out, get it up and running like it's supposed to. The air conditioner, I bought a control panel, Morooka. So our Morooka dealer is Anderson Equipment, and man, they're good guys. I love our rep, Brad Coleman, stand-up cat. He's always made me feel like I'm important, whether I buy one thing or 10 things. And that right there is important to me, to know that my customers, or that I'm important to people. I hate driving on the wrong side of the road. They're doing guardrail work on Davis Creek Mountain, and it scares me to death going around a curve on the wrong side of the road. But he done real good on me. But anyway, they wanted $1,030 for this control panel, and that's all it is. It's just an air conditioner control. They wanted $1,030. I actually found it on Amazon for 89 bucks. The only difference between this one and theirs is this one deals in Celsius instead of Fahrenheit. It says Celsius, which is fine with us because it's either all the way down or all the way up. It's the only two adjustments that we ever do on air conditioners, so we're on that part of it. But we got that fixed, and then it wasn't very long, the fan stuff went out of it. So we're pretty confident that it's just where it can run for so long a time with the doors and stuff open, it sucked a bunch of dust up and everything. So we got to get in there and work on that. And again, it's mostly just little stuff. It's not nothing major. The bones on this thing is exceptional. I mean, it's a good machine. Where it's going to give it. I think it's going to give us plenty of service. Like I said, we got it. It's pre-emissions. It's got a C7 CAD in it. No emissions. It blows smoke. It's pretty basic, and it ain't got very little electronics. Like it's all the control levers are 2 sticks that sit in front of you, just like an old skid steer. It's got control rods that run back to the pumps. The dump lever is pretty much the same thing. It just got a lever that runs back here to the pump. So it's pretty simple. That goes. I mean, it's not as fancy. It's like a 13 model. It's not real fancy or nothing, but it's a very nice. It's a very nice dump machine. I like it. We've used it on a couple ponds. Besides the fact that it's hotter than hell's doorknob in the summer. I've only run it a couple times. Tyler Midkiff, my cousin, he runs it most of the time. Well, he runs it if it's being used. He's the one sitting in it. It's a good machine. It's just we got to do some work on it. Get it painted up this winter and cleaned up, and it'll look like a big brand new. Get us some big track sticker logos on the sides of it, big KD stuff on it. The typical thing that we do to everything. Make it wow. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I think it's pretty much squared up. Bought Miss K a new work truck. She's got her a new. I bought her a new 24 model, 24 Ram, 3/4 ton. I got her a diesel. I used to get her half-ton trucks, but the problem with a half-ton truck is they're useless to me because I can't do anything with them. Whenever I retire, I'm out of her fleet, put them into mine. I can't. I can drive one around. That's about it. So I bought her a 3/4 ton Laramie. It's a good looking truck, brand new, white. She picked it out. She wanted white this time, so we bought her a white one, leather. It's a very nice truck. It's the nicest thing that I think I've probably ever bought next to my Mega Cab that I had. The only reason why, probably basically the only difference between it and what I bought Miss K was it was a Mega Cab, which means it had the reclining back seats, and it had a sunroof, I think. She'll have to remind me whether or not it had a sunroof. I think it had a sunroof. But she's got a beautiful truck. Happy for her. I'm glad that she got her something here recently. She lets me buy all this stuff. And pretty much do what I want. The least I can do is keep her in a nice ride. So anyway, let's get up the road here and we'll get to where we're going to pick up his iron, and I'll show you the track truck. So this is our Morooka track truck and our new Pitts trailer. One thing I hate about this trailer is this stupid nut right here. This nut kind of like self-tightens itself, and you want that bolt just a little tight so you don't lose your keeper. But what happens is that nut gets too tight, and when you're in a bad bind, you can't work your notch. This is our Morooka. It's a 2200 MST 2200. It's not a rotator. It's just a standard Morooka. Like I said, it's a 13 model. It's got a Caterpillar motor on it. It's a pretty good looking old truck. It's been used. It's got some beats and bangs and scratches and stuff on it. This is our new Pitts detach. This is what I was talking about. So like, I pull this and I can adjust this knob and adjust this air pressure, and I can overinflate my bags and make my trailer lift up higher. And man, it makes it sweet. It's got the factory strobes already on it. It's a really nice trailer, really nice wagon. It's a 35 ton, but it's a short whale. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the whale is from here to here, and that whale is only 18.5 feet, where a typical detach is like 22, 25 foot. I mean, I don't know what all different. I know they make some stretches too. It's an exceptionally nice logo. I love the contender. I love the way it hooks up. I love the way it unhooks. But this is my old Morooka. It's a 13 model. It's got about 2,800 hours, 2,900 hours on it. It's a really nice old truck. I said it's nothing to, like, as far as a beauty pageant, but I'll get it in the shop this winter, and I'll scuff that thing down and repaint everything, fix the bed. We're gonna put some sides on the bed that run from like right here down at an angle or something. We're gonna do some kind of a bed. We're not gonna put a tailgate back on it. The tailgate was missing when I got it, and they're kind of useless for us anyway, because the way we load, the way we handle or haul dirt. It's a pretty good old truck. It's got a Caterpillar C7 in it. It's like 250 horse C7, 3 emissions, no emissions whatsoever on it. I'm not sure if it's ever had emissions. I'm not sure if it's another engine they put in it, but the engine that's in it, I think whenever they hooked up to it, the engine that's in it's had like, I don't know, real close to the same hours on the machine, so I don't necessarily know if they replaced the motor in it or what, but she's a really nice machine. But we're getting ready to take this neck off and waiting on a customer to message me back the next job we're going to meet him up there at his job, so we can talk to him and get everything ironed out. But let's get this neck off and get this trailer. I don't have a real fancy service truck. Pretty nice old truck. It's a pretty nice old truck. It's a pain in the hind end to get in. Must be doing something down there. They're doing road construction all up and down Route 10. Oh shoot. But it's pretty simple. Right here's our throttle. There's a park brake. There's the 2 steering sticks. There's the dump valve. And this thing, like I said, it's got a Caterpillar C7 in it. It's really a nice truck. It's really a nice truck. It's pretty simple to operate. Give him a little fuel. Got left and right. I don't run it typically. I don't run it much. Tyler runs it all the time. I got to get the air conditioner fixed. Here's that panel. There's that panel right there. They wanted like $1,030 for it. See, this cab's a Caterpillar cab. It's identical to like a Cat. I don't know, probably a 320, 315s, all of them the same. But this actually had a Caterpillar. Oh, this actually even had a Caterpillar seat in it. Now, for all you Caterpillar guys out there, you know, God love you. I hope their machinery is better than their seats, because their seats, every one of them I've ever seen, are junk. Like they're wore plumb out. They're wore plumb out in a matter of no time. And I mean wore out. This thing, we put a Leslie seat cover on it, $200 and some. I don't know how much a seat was, but we put a seat cover on it. Old skid steer and the old roller. Everybody remember that roller? Pretty good old machine. I had to get a set of tracks for this thing. Now look, let me see here. I don't remember which one it is. I don't know if it's this one or the other one. I think it's the other side. So these tracks they've only been on here for a year. I think it's this side. These tracks have been on here for a year. Now they've got some chunks and stuff took out of them, and I understand that. I mean, you got to remember, I've owned a skid steer for a long time. I've run skid steers for many years. But anyway, look how much tread is left on these tracks, right? These tracks ain't been on here but a year, and they're absolute garbage. They're junked. They're junk plumb out. I think one side's worse than the other. They won't stay on in flat level ground. I have to get some tracks for this thing eventually. They're pretty decent, I think. I think we can get by for a year or so, but they're $7,500 a piece. These tracks are $7,500 a piece. I got those tracks for like $1,900 a piece, but I bought another set for this, and they were like $1,300 a piece. I think when I started this business, I was buying tracks for my old 332, which is still in the shop in the shed here. They built us a big old shed too. I think that thing's like 88 feet long or some crap. I don't know. It's long. It's like it's got four. These are 12-foot bays. These are 4 12-foot bays. That's a 12-foot room. That's 12 by 16. This here is 16 by 24. So that's a room, and then this is a room. It's a nice shop. Or a nice shed. I got to put another eyebrow, a little small roof that goes over the front. I got to get it painted. We're going to paint it black. All in all, it's a working process. But anyway, this is the way it unhooks. Like I said, it's just like a Talbot. It's pretty much identical to a Talbot. Pretty much identical to a Talbot, the way it hooks up. It's a really nice wagon, really nice trailer. See how it'll kind of self-center itself. It's oblong. This hole is a little oblong, so it really helps with hooking it up. It ain't as touchy. It's a really nice wagon. Like I said, this is only 18.5 foot. Got a chain rack right there, pads for unloading the blacktop, which we don't use them very often because we live in West Virginia and the roads are crappy anyway. Let's get her hooked back up. gonna hook back up. 2 brake lines and your electric. Should start airing down. I go through and make air to the rear. I put this new kit in here. This thing is so nice. See, it'll hold yourself on a detach. You always got to put power to it, hold it. Well, a lot of your dump body trucks, your companies that have dump trailers, they want the loader or the controller that automatically kicks out, and you got to hold it. And the reason being, I've been told, I don't know this for a fact, but I've been told that the reason being is because you get drivers they'll kick that up and raise their beds up, raise their dump trailers up, and then they don't monitor the wave, which is whenever you're going to turn over. So they usually get the ones that you hold, and if you let go of it, it kicks the PTO out. And I think if you let go of it, it'll put it into hold status, but that's it. I don't know what these state road guys are doing. They're drilling, looks like they're putting reflectors in, I bet that's what they're doing. That would be a miserable job. I'll tell you, that would be a miserable job. I hate driving a truck, but driving down 3 miles an hour every 10 to 20 feet, drilling a hole through blacktop, I would rank that up with plant work. I respect you plant workers. I'm not saying that like you're beneath me. I'm saying that like I would be miserable, like you had to be geared for that kind of thing. Well, I reckon that's all for right now. Let's try to get this customer figured out. Let's see if we can't go get that done. Well, got the excavator here, got the dozer here. This is our next job. So we're going to come in from up here, about where I'm standing at. It's going to be the road. It's going to drop off, it's going to go in that gully, it's going to come up on top, and it's going to pick up this road that runs right out there. We got to do a lot of cutting and filling. Tomorrow we're just going to get into just shaving topsoil off to get down into the fill material. Got a lot of work to do here. This first stint of the road is where the majority of the work is. The rest of the road is somewhat already there. We're just going to dress it up, put culverts and stuff in. So this is going to be a nice job. You can't see it from here, I don't think, but if you kind of look right through this clearing is about where the house seat's going to be. It's going to be a very large home. It's going to be one of the biggest houses we've been in partners of building. We're building the road. I think we're doing the utilities on it. I think we priced putting the utilities in, and I think I think he's going to take our price. I think he's just in the processes of getting everything worked out, like wise where everything's going in at. This is my 20-ton tag. It's trailer. That's been a dandy wagon. Look at that thing right there. It's hauled its limit multiple times. Them mats have been laying there for about 3 years. This thing's a 98 model. This thing's a 98 model. It's got about 368 on the clock. I think his engine's only got like, I don't know, 50,000 miles on it now. I think it ain't got no miles on it. This old truck ain't motor ain't got but probably 50,000 miles on it. She's been a good pretty good job coming up. I am sweating. I'm leaking profusely. It's a pretty good job coming. Should break ground pretty easy. Tomorrow we're just going to strip topsoil tomorrow. That's all I'm really worried about. I think Tyler has to put in an 8-hour day because he put in a long day Wednesday. So he just got to put in an 8-hour day, and when he's done, he's got his hours in for the week. So I'll cut him loose, and I'll probably stay afterwards and work a little bit. It all just kind of depends. Depends on how much more I got to do. It shouldn't take me very long. I'm thinking about 8 hours. About 8 hours, and I'll have all the topsoil stripped off, and I'll be ready to work. And I didn't really want to do anything major until Monday because if it does rain or whatever, I can just, it'll dry. As hot as it is, I don't know where some of y'all are watching this thing from, but I'm in West Virginia. It's about 98, but it's about 100% humidity. I mean, it's so hot that it just sticks to you. Like you can't get it off of you. You can't sweat hardly. It's nasty here. But we got quite a bit. We got the dozer moved in. We got tracks. My John Deere rep from Leslie's come in. Jason, parts man from Leslie's. Hey, buddy, right on. You can't beat them. You can't beat them people at Leslie's. He come down today, ate lunch with us. Well, mostly he just sat there and drank water while we ate because he wouldn't eat. He said he already ate lunch. He bought our lunch, bought me, my buddy Brandon Smith with Finish Line Concrete, and my two brother-in-laws, Rob and Chuck. He bought all of our lunches today and brought me a brand new set of tracks for the skid steer. I think I talked to y'all about the tracks. They're just junk. They're just garbage. So I got another brand new set of tracks. They're a multi-bar design. They're actually a good-looking set of tracks. And I think I've run that set many years ago, and they're pretty decent. They're pretty decent tracks. They're a little bit heavier. The compound's a little bit heavier, so for what we do nowadays, they'll be fine. Because I don't do the same garbage with my skid steers like I used to. But we'll be ready, open, running, ready to get started tomorrow. We'll strip topsoil tomorrow, and we'll get this thing ready to kick off on Monday morning. I'm gonna try to go ahead and put this video together and spit it out there because it don't take me as long to upload shorter videos, 20-30 minutes, and it usually uploads relatively easy. It's when I get into the longer videos is when it seems like it takes forever. And I make all my stuff on my phone and I edit it on my phone. I'm not as sophisticated, so I don't really have the time. I just don't have the time to edit big old long videos. People are nice up in here. I don't have the time to edit these long videos and put this stuff together with the computer. I just don't have that, So anyway, we'll keep it short and sweet. Just like I said, I made an announcement on Facebook that I was going to get back into making some videos and stuff on YouTube, try to get some YouTube stuff out there again. I got a whole lot more followers and likes on TikTok than I do anywhere else. I don't know, I got quite a few on my Facebook too, but I just enjoy putting something out there for people and kind of give y'all some updates and stuff. But we're still alive, still in business. We're on a smaller scale now than what we used to be, which I enjoy. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy being on a smaller scale. I wish that I probably would have never grown too much. I wish I would have stayed small and kept it all, but you know how that goes. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow.